Okay, so the next little exercise in the chapter is one where we make pivot tables to do these kind of summaries of data. Now, I think we pretty much did the same one earlier in the course, so I'll kind of keep this one pretty brief. Um, so let's just do what we did previously with pivot tables. So Control Shift, select the top left top left kind of cell in the table. Control Shift, down arrow, right arrow, then insert pivot table. And we're going to do it on the existing worksheet. And what we were trying to do here is just trying to get some product summaries, and we're trying to get it by a region. So let's just go region and by the actual product category. So this is just a very simple example of a sales database, a little bit dumbed down. The one point I want to make, because I think I was asked a question about this, is we want kind of the counts. One thing I'll say is as long as you have no missing data, it doesn't matter which item you count. You're going to get exactly the same results pretty much every time. In the count is just going through the cells and counting how many items there are. Of course, if it's sum, then you will get different values depending on your column. But the count really doesn't matter. So here we've just got this kind of two-way, what I would call a two-way table, summarizing the number of products sold by region. We can convert it into a graph. So if I click, the thing is with pivot table graphs, if I click anywhere in the graph and insert a chart, so insert, it will actually give me a pivot table chart. Now, what I would say is sometimes you might want to actually just kind of, if you want to do your own custom chart with all the pivot table stuff, you might just want to kind of copy it. So Control C and then paste special and just paste the values somewhere. That would actually then do an actual non-pivot table chart if you preferred not to do, if you did not prefer not to have the pivot table stuff. But here's just a pivot table chart, and let's just go to my design because I always like at least, no, let's just have the titles. Chart title, here we go. Above chart, we'll just put sales by region. And there we go. And we can actually turn that into percentages because the chart is attached to the actual pivot table. So where we have counter product, click it, value field settings, and show values as percentages of grand total. And here we get this as like percentages. We could actually change the meaning of this by making percentage of books versus DVDs. So we could have like a row percentage, so percentage of row total. And then we can see the percentage of each of these different product classes in each of the regions. Okay, and actually let's finish this off with an actual graph. So just click on the counter product and go back to what we had originally. So show values as no calculation. And let's just select this little area here away from the grand total. So we're not copying the whole pivot table. Click here, paste values. And now if we did insert chart, and I'm not going to keep this chart and add all axes and stuff, but you see you actually get the chart and you don't get any of the pivot table stuff, which if you're doing something for a report, this might be a little bit better. But that was just kind of a little aside, should we say, at the end.